Episode 9.
Dead
Which
Man's
is
Game.
Probably one of all of our favorite.
It's up there.
Really-
It's probably my number 2. My first one's Bad Ranger.
I really liked it. It's one of my favorites, yeah.
I like this one, An Opportunist.
And the reason I like this one is, it's the way up there for me, is the color of the town. We use the town, so we see a lot more of the downtown area.
Right. Well, I like it too because it's the most traditional episode, the action
Yeah.
and whatnot. I mean, it was like a little mini movie. It kind of stood alone. It was one episode. It wasn't connected to any of the other episodes.
And that was Hoke behind that camera.
Yep.
Right.
Now I remember then, at this point, it's cool out. It's probably it ain't freezing, but I remember it was cool because I wore my long sleeve shirt.
I remember you and Kaylee argued this day. I don't remember what the deal was. Y'all were arguing about something. Remember? You and her got crossways about something?
There ain't no telling. Yeah, I remember it, but I don't remember what it was.
I don't know.
It's probably something about getting in a position. That usually was the issue a lot of times. Get in this position and it wouldn't go that way, and you'd have to repeat it.
Yeah,
and...
I still have those shorts too. Look. Just a magically, Lucky walks up.
Lucky comes from
and
nowhere.
saves the deal.
And let me give you a story about that shirt. That's actually John Ferris's shirt.
That's right.
And for some reason, we switched shirts out one night because he wanted a Red Sea shirt.
Yeah.
Well, the reason was a bunch of Jello shots and alcohol.
I was leaving that part out. That he was that drunk.
Yeah.
But his shirt fit me a little better than mine fit his.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
But Hoke is the bad guy standing up there.
Yeah.
But the bad guy's voice is our sound guy,
Turkey.
Capelli. What's his first name?
Chris
Capelli, a.k.a. the Turk.
And so this bad guy is kind of like Darth Vader. It took 2 people to play him.
Yeah.
One was the voice, one was the Bonnie. That's why Houston Oilers Zippo lighter, by the way.
That's when you smoked.
I smoked then, yeah. Cowboy Lucky 2 ended my smoking career.
Yeah.
All right, this place even exists anymore in Hewitt? Is it still there?
No.
I think it's gone.
It is right
Wing
next
place
to the
does,
wing
but-
is.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
Shot this like a weeknight, right?
Yeah.
And then there it is,
Look at that.
2010.
Yeah.
When we're shooting. Because this is the fall of suit. Yeah, fall of 2010, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fall or spring.
You know what? It
They
probably
play
is.
spring baseball.
It probably is more spring,
Did we shoot that one this early?
April, May type deal.
You think we shot this one that early?
I would have to guess
late?
because they wouldn't have the baseball poster up during football season.
Well, it wouldn't be unheard of for a business to leave a poster up for way
Well,
too
that's
long.
true.
I mean,
Well,
God
then that
knows.
would have made it the end of 2010.
This seems to me more like September or so, or October when we shot this, if I recall.
Well, it wasn't cold because we didn't shoot this so out of order. And when you dove in the river here in a little while,
It wasn't cold.
No,
it
it
wasn't
wasn't
super
it
cold,
Wasn't super
so-
cold. It was chilly, but it wasn't freezing. And they did want and did get through the production those snow cones.
Really?
We had to go
They had to
buy.
actually eat those snow cones.
Yeah.
I think there's a genuine reaction from Kaylee.
Yes. They're leaving their date.
Leaving.
And y'all
the-
remember Kai from Soccer Mom,
Yeah.
episode
so now
7
they're
and 8,
dating.
so now they're dating.
Oh, and this bad guy is once again me. And let me just tell you, to pull a person from the front seat to the back is not easy. Kai did most of the actual work. I just pretty much put my hands on him.
Yeah.
And Kai did the rest of the
I
work.
think I got to run camera this night.
Yeah. That's Kai forcing himself back there, not me dragging him. Because it is not easy. Movies make it like real easy to drag somebody to the
Well,
back
of
seat.
course.
It's not that easy at all. All right, now I got something to say about this scene here. This conversation about Madden, I would take some conversations from real life. Like, so this is the kind of stupid stuff like me and my cousin would talk about when we were younger. And so this conversation actually took place between me and my cousin.
About the defense. Yeah.
About Madden and the defense and the whole thing. Because we would always come up with these weird, like, what if you took this with the football and you did something stupid, you know?
Well, what I liked about this was it's all in one shot.
Yeah.
We steady cam, and Jason's running the steady cam, and we got out, and we did all this in, I think, a one-take shot.
Because my cousin and I are probably as close as I'm probably closer to him than some of my brothers. So that actually was like a brother's conversation. I just used it here. It's kind of stupid stuff.
And in the background
Yeah.
there is the Hippodrome where Cowboy and Lucky won,
2009.
premiered.
And it is getting revamped now to reopen.
Now it's going to be the Hippie Drome.
Yep.
Be a really nice place.
Yep.
And I see our movies probably playing there.
Oh, yeah. No
hope so.
doubt.
Don't see why not. That guy had to move. Did you see how he had to move his
Yeah.
shoulder? That's because the camera guy was too close and he couldn't fit.
Green room's gone now.
Yeah.
Then we're going to walk down to Austin's, and it has been used in Cowboy and Lucky 1, and it was gone. Now it's back.
What I like about this conversation is Lucky is literally genuinely mad at Cowboy
Yeah.
for just talking. He's just talking and about a silly idea, and Lucky is like literally mad at him.
That's real life, by the way. you
Yeah.
know. Just
That's
talking.
because he's a dumbass.
Just talking.
Period.
Like what
Well, I
Cowboy
think
can't-
we actually got lucky that night with having all those cars on the street, too.
Yeah.
That's a good shot right there.
The girl coming up here, there's a girl coming up that I think we all were in love with, right?
Oh, and she
All
was
of
hot.
us.
I was.
Yeah. Well, pretty much I think everybody that had Red Sea affiliation was in love with this one chick coming up.
Now she's married with a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you her name.
And I'll give you a shameless plug of her.
There
She
it is.
owns
The
Junk
junk in the
Queens
trunk. Oh,
down
yeah.
on
There she
Austin
is right
Avenue.
there,
Really?
second from the. She's the one that's going to fall.
And
in
she
the-
Yeah.
falls.
She
great.
falls good.
Got a little softball background. Little athlete from Crawford, Texas.
Not really sure why we had a
Spark.
spark come out of her back, but I think that's before we knew our.
Well, this whole series, we
Well,
weren't that,
and-
yeah.
Actually, they were going out, so they went out after this because we were going to put blood on it, but we couldn't remember because she was going out afterwards.
And I was hoping we'd get through filming fast enough that I could go find her. And it didn't happen.
Oh, well.
I think we filmed late into the night this night.
So Lucky did not get lucky that night.
No, he didn't.
He's mad.
Here's
seriously.
another classic example of what do I do while that guy's talking for so long?
I know. And I think I'm actually on the phone with you reading the lines, or somebody,
Yeah.
Steph or
Stephanie.
Steph
Stephanie.
was.
So it's hard to act. I'm hearing a woman talk to me as a madman.
You just got to do your Eastwood.
And not just anyone, but Steph, who you
Yeah.
know, like a damn sister.
And I'm gonna kill
I'm gonna kill you, Chrissy.
Delia.
And I think, didn't we have to read? There was a couple times when she would just read it and then read your line, and you could just read your line back over it.
Right.
And then
I'd pause and then read my line.
I think I was up with a camera. There was a
You're on the
fire.
crow's nest. Or
Huh?
on the fire escape.
There's a fire escape, and I was shooting from up high. I think it's me and Jason shot this night.
Yeah.
Chris's cousin, Jason. And I think we're in
Look
the
at
back of my
lumber
truck.
and- yep.
And we had to do this a few times.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I want to give a little behind the scenes on Russell when he's calling the shots. I don't think Russell will admit it, but I think sometimes he makes up the shot as he goes,
Oh.
and he will send you down a one-way street. I'll pick that up right there.
Hey, no way.
And-
You did that on purpose.
So yeah, when you're shooting with Russell downtown and he's calling the shots, he might tell you to go the wrong way
You
down
just
a
be
one-way
prepared.
street.
You just be
You better be prepared. Make sure your personal insurance is paid up.
And Russell's
Right.
acting like it's really hard to run.
It is hard to run. I ain't acting right there, buddy. I'm lumbering.
Yeah. That's cool. Oh, that's a cool shot.
But I will tell you this: running over there wasn't bad. Running these steps right here
Yeah.
was a little tiring because we had to do it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. Well, I think when Russell or Cowboy is climbing the steps on all fours, I don't know if was that acting or not.
Yeah, that's acting. I can actually do those.
You can.
Easier than running.
Well, yeah, you do.
Hey, my cardio for a fat guy is good.
Well, yeah, you do Jacob's ladder and all that, so you're
Yeah,
used to
my
it.
cardio for a fat dude, I can run. I just can't run fast. Man,
I'm glad nobody saw that phone there
well
all
placed
that
at
time.
the courthouse. Well placed.
Tell you what, bad guy in a Cowboy and Lucky show is prepared. They're way ahead of y'all.
Well, the nice part is him putting the headphones in
Yeah.
there. So I don't have to hold it to my ear. And honestly, we did that for a reason, to where they could actually talk to me, where we could actually hear the lines.
Oh, yeah.
Because if we just did it on the phone,
Well, it would pick up
it would pick up.
through
Yeah, yeah. And you had to cut it and
I still like this shot right here, man.
Cowboy being Cowboy, of course,
yeah.
wants to listen.
Now, what made you wear the Red Sea shirt inside of a Red Sea production?
Because we said when people watch it on TV, just that old
Shameless plug.
shameless plug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy was married to, or I don't know if he is or was, a girl I went to high school with, and he became an extra off of
Yeah.
Facebook, through
Yeah.
Facebook. We asked for extras, and he
Hit the ground.
volunteered.
More
Once again,
sparks.
spark hits on him.
Well, our bad guy's got lasers. This is like Calvin Lucky's a sci-fi fantasy series too.
And they weren't talking to me there.
I like how we threw one phone down and Lucky's phone rang him.
Oh, he does a magic trick in the skywalk coming up, where he'll go to throw it, and if you look at his hand, he puts it in his pocket. You can kind of barely see that's what he's doing
Look, we run right by the dead guy.
with his phone out. Lots of phone use in this movie.
We got
A lot
luggage.
of running too.
Yeah. This one was packed with a lot of action for just 22 minutes.
This is my fake throw up.
What'd you use?
I had to use the Powerade.
Yeah, Powerade, that's right.
Ooh, it would have gotten your hair.
Yeah.
Those stairs suck too. I think this episode here we got a lot of
I like that shot right there, dude.
That's a good shot.
we got a lot of compliments.
Yeah.
People felt for these characters in this scene right here.
Oh, yeah, this is a...
Now when I say a lot, about 4.
This is about as emotional scene coming up as you'll get.
As in the series. Yeah.
Between them two, at least. There's emotional scenes later with Lucky and
I'm
other
telling you,
characters.
that's a dang good shot right there, dude.
Your fault. Fallujah.
This is where, this is where we learn it's all because of Lucky that Cowboy had to do all that running.
He's
you know.
probably the most educated man that Lucky ever double-crossed.
That is why Cowboy's so mad. Not that I put him in danger, but he had to run a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
had to do all that running. We had to get permission. This is what's great about shooting here, and I don't think people understand. We got permission to get up there, and they were like, not a problem. The guy was there cleaning. He unlocked it, And then he leaves and goes, just come find me when y'all get ready to leave so I can
Right.
lock it up.
Yeah.
That's just the great, because this leads over to the parking garage.
This is Waco School District owns
Yeah.
this? Yeah.
Once again, great voice.
Yeah.
Great voice.
There it is, in Fallujah.
In Fallujah.
I still have those pants too, by the way. I like those.
Aren't those your church pants?
Them my going out pants too. Yeah, church and going out pants.
This was really the only episode we really played up the fact that Lucky had been in the Army and was in the
Right.
Iraq War, right? We
Yeah.
didn't really play it up that much. Anything else, did we?
Only no, we didn't.
Mm.
Because here's the deal. I mean, this was the whole episode of it came back to haunt him. So
Right,
we
right.
all had all them other cases. But
So I always liked the idea. Like, after World War II, there were movies for decades about, like, characters dealing with the after effects of war. And nobody really does that anymore. But I always liked that.
there he goes.
Here it is. Oh,
Here goes the fake throw and the.
Watch his hand. Watch his hand. Watch his hand. See that?
There he goes.
Ooh, he switched hands.
Put it
stuck
in
in
the
pocket.
Yeah. But it sounded like he broke it.
Oh, yeah.
it did.
Now, a little brotherly love coming up here.
That was perfect.
I'd have kicked his ass.
How was did you go down hard, Chris?
No, that was just kind of go and
Roll.
Roll.
Here,
a
I
little
kick you
bit.
in the side, don't I?
Yeah, I think you do.
no, you
a
knee me.
knee. He gets mad here in a minute and does the.
You don't go down hard when you're as round as I am. You don't ever land flat. You just kind of roll.
Oh, is this where he don't do anything to Cowboy? He gets mad, takes
No.
off.
It's probably one of my favorite lines. Are you done yet?
I should have hit him one more time.
All he was doing was a little reverse psychology there. Get him back on board. And look, there he comes.
There he goes. He's taking off.
Suck.
All right, suspension bridge. We had to go back and get that shot. Remember?
Yep. We
On
had to
top
go
of the
back.
Hilton.
For those that aren't from here, that was the biggest, longest bridge this side of the Mason-Dixon for a long time.
Yeah.
And this is where it gets crazy because we're on
I take that back.
suspension bridge.
The Alico building was the tallest
tallest
building this
skyscraper.
side of the
It was,
Mason-Dixon.
it was like the Mississippi, this side of Mississippi. It was like the first skyscraper of this Mississippi or something like that.
Yeah, there you go.
We have a lot of knowledge.
I know we moved him over to the Washington Street Bridge because it had all the lights on.
We had to go get a couple pickup shots. I know this is one of those scenes like we try and fix in editing we couldn't. We had to go get pickup shots for a few things. Oh,
Uh-oh.
More sparks. And remember, I was supposed to just go in the water,
Yeah.
but they wouldn't let us jump off the bridge. That's the
That's
one
right.
thing in Waco they wouldn't let us do.
But Cowboy
well, you could
died
do if you
sitting
had a
fat
bunch
ass
of
in there.
insurance and
Right.
precautions and stuff.
Not that any day of the week you walk down there, somebody don't jump off of it.
Yeah.
But we would have had proof with it filming. But don't worry, there was a nice harness.
We had a harness. You were hanging from the bridge on just rope.
Yes, and y'all think I went to see Dr. B to get a vasectomy? It actually happened that night with that rope on my ball.
So even if you had found that girl from earlier, you couldn't have done anything about it that night.
No.
Here's the explosion. Hey,
And I've seen just as the same thing on
Hawaii 5-0, yeah. The mattress is disintegrated.
little smoke come off the water.
That's what I like. That there's not
Yeah.
one remnant of that bomb.
Man, there was smoke there.
It might have been because intern Gary jumped out there and got it out of the way after the explosion.
And that raft he gave to a homeless man.
Yeah. Who watched the whole thing.
I think we gave him Big Red too, or something. We
We
had.
did. Gave him some drinks.
And it was really weird talking to him because he was so well spoken and
Yeah.
seemed to be very educated, but just like living on the land.
Yeah, he was. You liked it. Delia had a phone put in her pocket with
By
plastic,
the bad guy.
with a baggie around it, so it wouldn't get ruined by the water.
He was prepared, this guy.
Because she might not have lived. What if she wouldn't have lived?
And he wasn't even there. That's the crazy part.
Remember, Lucky got shot.
But right about 200 yards from there is where the new McLean Stadium, the Baylor Stadium,
That's
is
right.
now.
Yeah.
Downtown's going to look way different. Even
Yes,
from our
when
shots.
you guys start watching the Coca-Cola episodes, it's going to be a totally different downtown when we're down there.
Great shot.
I'm
man.
going to think, I think Waco has pulled a Red Sea and put all those mock-ups out of what it's going to look like, and I don't think it'll ever look like that.
No.
Yeah. Well, over the course of a generation, it'll change for the better. Will it look like that? Who knows?
Remember how much we stunk from that water?
Oh, you did.
Yeah. Me and Kaylee and Gary.
So he finally has learned something. He's letting Cowboy tell his story. He just wants to talk, and so Lucky learned something in this episode.
They all had a dream.
They all
And then we're living it.
Yeah. All right.
That's the end of
That is
episode
game.
9. Was that 9? Yeah, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, that's nice.
And I think we had 10 on there.
That was
That's
probably
why.
scene 10.
Yeah,
Not episode
that's
10.
where they took that. Well, there's Robert on the steady cam, and I should have hit her with that.
That's a great picture right there of y'all down there working and me standing there.
I hated being on that bridge. I hate heights over water. Water is what gets me. I hated that bridge.
You did good there.
And the part that sucks is you don't even really see it in the episode.
There it is.
There's the harness.
Yeah.
The rope around.
The rope.
Russell does me like that quite often.
Yeah, feed a fan.
Makes me do dangerous stuff.
Feed a fan. Oh, there is Gary in the water. Intern
Yeah.
Gary in the water.
He's a little too eager to get down to his underwear.
It was
by
a
the
little
way.
cold right there, as you can see.
Yeah.
There's our great raft and explosion. But that's all, man. Episode 9. Hope you guys enjoyed it and got more to come. And we will talk to you guys later. Peace out.